You have to understand that your Instagram page needs to have all of the work and energy that you would have put into a website. All of that needs to go toward your Instagram page.
Former Alaskan local TV reporter Charlo Greene is racking up millions of hits right now.
Give it up for the one and only Charlo Sticky Icky Greene.
I'm here for you. Whatever you need, we literally got it. So one of our viewers reached out and asked me to outline how they would go about starting a hair extensions business only on Instagram. There isn't any more information that they added there as to the why, but I'm gonna answer it. So if you are building a business with the intent of selling on Instagram, you have to understand that your Instagram page needs to have all of the work and energy that you would have put into a website. All of that needs to go toward your Instagram page. So just because it's only on Instagram doesn't mean that it's any less of a business. It doesn't mean that you get a shortcut or get to the money any faster because you're cutting out the website. Understand that I think it would actually put you at a huge disadvantage because, at least personally for me, I'm not giving you my money if it's not going through like a website that looks legit and has like a security certificate, and then also through PayPal, so I can make sure that nothing's going wrong with my transaction if you decide to run off with my money. So that aside, I would make posting on my social media, on my Instagram page, my job. Like, that's literally going to be your job. You have to make sure that you have researched your hashtags and have found the ones that are working to get you the kind of traction and traffic that leads to sales. Not just looks, not just impressions, not just engagements for engagement's sake, but the kind of traffic that is going to lead to sales. Like I said in my getting started on social media video, you are going to have to understand that when people are searching for hashtags in a specific area, which is why I always say to lead with your geographical area in all of your marketing, but when they're searching for a stylist or a style to get done, they are going to search, we're in Oaklandish, Oakland hairstylist, Oakland frontal install. Like, put yourself in your customer's shoes and figure out the hashtags that they are going to be searching for when they have the intent of doing something with that information. So that's a big thing that you need to understand. You also need to make sure that you have a way to accept payments. I always suggest utilizing PayPal. I think it's the safest and most secure and adds that extra level of trust with your customers because they know that they are protected when it comes to their purchases. So if you don't have a website for the payments to automatically come up with the totals, you're going to have to know how to send invoices, which you can also do with your PayPal account. Just log in, whatever the total is for the item that you're selling, create an invoice for that. It's really, really straightforward, and send that off to your customer. They can pay that with their PayPal or with their credit card, and you will get a receipt once that payment's been made. Then you go ahead and ship out the items. So I would say it's all pretty straightforward, but I would think for this sort of thing to work, for you to be able to only operate on Instagram, you have to have a really unique selling proposition. You have to really be doing something great for me to choose you, random person only on Instagram with absolutely no other web presence, over like me and my company, because we have a website and we're out here marketing and doing videos and like earning your trust. So there are hair extensions industry celebrities. There are the people that slay the wigs, like the Alonzo Arnolds. There are a bunch of people with really huge names in the industry that can do this, and this is working just fine for them. But it works for them because they have a brand that is trusted. They've put the time and energy into amassing a huge engaged following that sees that they show up every day, that sees them on social media making these units, that sees the skill that they bring to the table, and they know that they aren't going to find this somewhere else. So the option of going to a website and just choosing one of these wigs that are so custom done, it's just not there. So their businesses are thriving only on Instagram. When it comes to you just selling bundles, understand that's probably not going to be the situation. If you were selling units in a specific area and you were the only person doing it and you were maybe making these units by hand, then that's something. But again, you have to have something really unique that you're selling. Otherwise, this is just not going to work. Otherwise, you're cutting yourself off at the ankles. An instance where this did work, but it wasn't because there was a celebrity involved, but this guy I know, he made $17,000 in his first couple of months without a website, but it's because what did he have unique? He had the fact that he was a flight attendant, he had receipts, had pictures of himself in India, in China, at factories, and would go to salons and go to stylists and say, hey, I go here. You want me to bring you back some hair? That's what he did. Something super unique. Send them the invoice, FaceTime with them while he's over there. These are the bundles you want, okay? All right, and that's how he made his money. So it's definitely doable. You just have to understand that if you're just selling bundles, you're not going to win that way. If you're going and taking an extra step and making custom units, that is an option, but you have to approach the upkeep and maintenance and growth of your channel, of your Instagram account, like it is your job, because it is literally your job. So is it possible to build a business only on Instagram? Absolutely. Would I recommend it? Absolutely not. Oh, another reason why I wouldn't is because it's not scalable. When you have someone that's interested in placing an order with you, it takes you responding to them and crafting the invoice and sending the invoice and then getting it back for that order to happen, as opposed to a website where it's working 24/7. Whenever someone wants something, then they can just get it. For us, we get a ton of purchases between midnight and 6 a.m, like a ton. I'm not about to be up at that time working to respond to every last question and request for a purchase. And when you aren't allowing people to purchase at the exact time that they want to purchase, you are losing money. You're giving people an opportunity to find someone else that can provide that service or product or whatever it is, unless you've built a strong enough brand like I am Alonzo Arnold, at I am Alonzo Arnold. You guys should check him out. He's super, super funny. But yeah, so that's how you build a business on Instagram. If you guys have a request for a video that you'd like to see me do, I will answer it just like I do here. Hop in the comments section and we'll get to it. Till next time, guys. Peace.